We have already seen that the branch of mathematics that studies the number or deals with number, that is called number theory or arithmetic. Another branch of mathematics that deals with the shapes and figures and their property, that is called geometry. Now we study the branch of mathematics, that is algebra, which deals with the number as well as some symbols. Symbols are letters are the unknowns, and with the help of the symbols and this unknown, that are the letters that are called variables, and the numbers are called the constant. We said the formula, and that is studied under the algebra. So algebra is the branch of mathematics that deals with number as well as the unknown, that is the literals, and that makes the general formula for different type of shapes and sizes. Now let us see the application of this algebra. Suppose we want to find the perimeter of equilateral triangle or perimeter of any triangle. So this already we have seen, but we see again. Suppose we say that the variable A is the each side of equilateral triangle. Then perimeter is sum of all these three sides. Then it is 3A. Suppose this length of each side of equilateral triangle is L. Then perimeter is 3L. That is an equilateral triangle. In isosceles triangle, if you say the equal sides of isosceles triangle are that L, having length L, and base, that is unequal side, that is length B, then L plus L means 2L plus B is the perimeter of this isosceles triangle. Scalene triangle having length of each side A, B, C units, then perimeter is A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C is the perimeter of this scalene triangle. Now square is a regular figure. We suppose this square, each side of square having length L. Then what happens? Perimeter of square is L plus L plus L, that is equal to 4 times L. That is 4 times length of sides of square is the perimeter of square. So in the regular figure, what happens? In the regular figure, just like pentagon is there. Suppose pentagon having length of each side S, then perimeter of this pentagon is S plus S plus S plus S. Suppose this is not regular pentagon, having pentagon having length of sides A, B, C, D and E units, then perimeter is A plus B plus C plus D plus E. And if it is regular having side S, then S plus S plus S, that is 5S. Regular hexagon, suppose length of each side of regular hexagon is L, then perimeter of regular hexagon is 6L. So this is how to deal with the deal with algebra. In algebra we deals with the number as well as literal. Let us see the perimeter of rectangle having length L and breadth B. You know that this L plus L, these two opposite sides are equal. So L plus L, that is 2L, and B plus B, that is 2B, is the 2L plus 2B is the perimeter of this rectangle. Now perimeter of any quadrilateral having sides A, B, C, D units, then perimeter is A plus B plus C plus D. So this is how to deal with the shapes. Now you can find the perimeter of this shape. We have already seen that sum of all this length, that is perimeter of this figure. Now let us see exercise number 11.1 already taken. Let us see exercise 11.2. Now we want to find the side of equilateral triangle is L. We want to express the perimeter of equilateral triangle in terms of S, using not S, using L. Now in this problem number first, the side of equilateral triangle is shown by L. express the perimeter in terms of L using L. Now we have already seen that perimeter is sum of all sides, and sum of all sides then equilateral triangle having three sides, and all these three sides are equal. We have already seen this. Then perimeter means length of all these three sides are L plus L plus L, that is equal to 3L. Now this is how to find the perimeter in terms of L. Now second problem is that this problem also we have already seen. The hexagon, regular hexagon having length of each side L, then we have to express the perimeter of hexagon in terms of L. So hexagon consists of 6 sides and having length L each. Then perimeter of regular hexagon is L plus L plus L plus L. How many times? 6 times. Means it is 6L. So perimeter of regular hexagon in terms of L is 6L units. Now what is given? The cube is 3-dimensional figure having 6 faces, and each face is square. What is given? The length of edge of cube is given L, means each side of the square face is length L, and these six faces has got these are the 12 edges. 12 edges means this vertical 4 edges, horizontal 4 edges, and this slant 4 edges. Means 12 edges are there, and length of each edge is L given. Means L plus L plus L plus L. How many times? 12 times. So total length of edges of cube equal to 12L, because there are 12 edges of the cube, and each edge is having length L, and each edge of the cube is equal. And that is why L plus L plus L, 12L times. So total length of edges equal to 12L units. Total length of edges equal to 12L units. You already know circle. Circle consists of one center. Center is there, and this arc is called a circle. This arc is equidistant from the center. This length CP is radius, and this diameter passes through center of the circle, and this diameter is double of the radius. So what is given? Diameter of circle is a line joining 2 points on the circle and passes through center of circle. So this diameter is the line segment which passes through center, and these are formed by joining any 2 points on the circle. AB is diameter given. C is the center. Now we want to express the diameter of circle in terms of radius. Now the CP is radius and C is also radius, and BC is also radius. So ultimately BC plus AC, that is equal to diameter, and BC and AC both are equal to radius, and therefore this diameter of circle is equal to radius plus radius, that is equal to 2 times radius. So diameter of circle is equal to 2r, where r is radius of a circle. Now to find the sum of three numbers 14, 27 and 13, we have 2 ways. First of all, we can find the sum of 14 and 27 and 13 as we can add first 2 numbers. We can add this first 2 number, then add third. Then also it gives 14 plus 27 gives some number, and if you add 13 then it gives some 54. Second way is we add last these two 27 and 13, and then after getting this addition we can add 14. So if you add first 2 number and add third, then also answer 54, and if you add last 2 terms and then add 14, then also answer is same. So this is called a associative property. This is called a associative property, means sum of first 2 numbers plus third number, that is equal to first number added to sum of last 2 numbers. That is called the associative property, where A, B, C, these are the 3 numbers. Here A, B, C are the 3 numbers. So addition of these 2 numbers, then we add 13, that gives same answer as that of addition of last 2 numbers and then add 14. then gives the same answer. This is called the associative property of addition of numbers. Associative property of addition of numbers.